You ever wake up feeling like a dried out sponge that someone left in a dirty sink? Your head throbs. Your thoughts are crawling through molasses. And you stumble toward the coffee machine like a poorly programmed zombie. You tell yourself it's just getting older or a bad mattress. It's not. Your body was designed with a nightly sanitation system so precise it makes human engineering look like a joke. And somehow, you're still intentionally unplugging it. Listen, I am Dr. Stick, and I spend way too much time analyzing biological systems far more complex than anything you've ever seen. These systems weren't thrown together by accident. They were engineered with a level of precision that should honestly embarrass you, and yet somehow, you primates still manage to completely ignore how they work. If you're tired of waking up with the cognitive capacity of a concussed goldfish and you want the cold, hard scientific reality without the comforting lies, hit the subscribe button. Let's get this over with. Forget what the cereal box told you about a balanced breakfast and forget what the internet gurus say about your morning routine. Your morning actually starts the second you go to sleep. Here's the uncomfortable reality. Every time your neurons fire during the day, every time you form a memory, stress over a text message, or attempt to do basic math, your brain generates toxic metabolic waste, specifically proteins like amyloid beta and tau. If you let this cellular trash pile up in your skull, you get brain fog. Over years, that trash turns into plaque, and that plaque is the hallmark of Alzheimer's and dementia. So, how does the body handle it? The architect of your biology didn't give the brain a standard lymphatic drain like the rest of your body. Instead, he designed a masterpiece called the glymphatic system. When you finally enter deep, slow-wave sleep, your brain executes a mechanical shift. Your glial cells, the cells that support your neurons, physically shrink by up to 60%. Your brain contracts to widen the corridors between the cells. Once the pathways are clear, a tidal wave of cerebrospinal fluid rushes in. It is a biological pressure washer, blasting the plaque and toxic debris out of your skull, down your spinal column, and straight to your liver to be incinerated. See, the body compounds its improvements when you give it the right inputs consistently. Funny enough, this channel works the same way. Every subscriber is basically a nutrient. The more it gets, the sharper and stronger the content becomes. Just something to consider while your liver quietly saves your life. Now, your tiny monkey brain might be thinking, great, Dr. Steak, I sleep sometimes, so my brain is clean. No, it isn't. Because you're actively sabotaging the sanitation crew. Think of your glial cells as a civilization of tiny workers. Your landlord, you keeps locking out of the building. How? Let's start with your favorite coping mechanism, alcohol. You think a glass of wine helps you sleep? It's a sedative, not a sleep aid. Alcohol completely obliterates your sleep architecture. It knocks you unconscious, but it prevents your brain from entering the deep delta wave sleep required to trigger the glymphatic flush. You aren't sleeping, you're just medically sedated. The trash doesn't get taken out, and the toxic proteins just sit there rotting in your cerebral cortex. It's basic biology, viewer. Even a first-year med student knows this. Then there is the sheer mechanics of fluid dynamics. The manual existed long before the science caught up to it. Whoever engineered this knew exactly what they were doing with gravity. Research using dynamic contrast enhanced MRI shows that the glymphatic system operates most efficiently based on the physical orientation of your body. Sleeping flat on your back or on your stomach restricts the fluid channels. Your brain was optimally designed to flush its toxic waste when you sleep laterally on your side. It is perfectly placed anatomical plumbing. Your body was built better than you deserve, and you are actively working against it. But fine, since I can't come to your house and slap the smartphone out of your hand at midnight, I'll give you the exact protocol to fix this. Pay attention. Step 1, force the thermal drop. Your brain will not initiate the lockdown sequence if the facility is overheating. Your core body temperature must drop by 2 to 3 degrees to trigger deep sleep. Turn your thermostat down to 65 degrees Fahrenheit. Sleep in a cold room. Stop roasting yourself under synthetic blankets. Step 2, align the plumbing. Stop sleeping like a starfish. Turn on your side. Let gravity and anatomical alignment help the pressure washer do its job. Step 3, stop the chemical blackouts. Cut the alcohol at least 4 hours before bed, and stop mainlining caffeine after 2 p.m. You have to let your nervous system transition naturally, or the glial cells will never receive the chemical signal to shrink. Look! You were given a self-cleaning, miraculously designed master computer. It is capable of repairing itself, clearing out its own toxins, and keeping you sharp until the day you die. It wasn't designed to fail. You're just refusing to follow the manual. Stop treating your skull like a dumpster. Respect the engineering. Respect the designer who built it. And let your body do the brilliant work it was made to do. Turn off the screens and go to sleep.